A few days ago, Google came out with a new model. Right now it's experimental and we can already access it in N8N. I think at this stage it's still free. Basically, we have a chat message that goes to an AI agent and we can connect a Google model here. And this is a window buffer memory node. So far nothing new, but I would like to show you the difference between the thinking model and the regular one. So let's save that, click on chat, and I have a question that is used by Matthew Berman all the time. 3 murderers are in a room. One person comes into the room and kills one of them. How many murderers are in the room now? So this is the regular model, and this is the answer. It says there are still 2 murderers in the room, and here is the final answer. The number of murderers in the room goes down from 3 to 2. Well, this was the Gemini 2 Flash experimental model. Now let's repeat that with the thinking version. The idea behind this is that the model will not give the first and fastest answer right away, but it will do some reflection about the reasoning why it did what it did, and in some cases it might correct itself. So now that we have changed the model, we save it. Let's delete the chat history. I've also reloaded the workflow, so now we have a clean chat history. And let's copy and paste the exact same question and see what it does. First of all, you might notice it takes a little bit longer. And then you might notice that the kind of answer is a different one. It says, here is the thought process behind the answer. I need to identify a core question. That was not so hard. Then it analyzes the initial state. So this is the key starting piece of information. There is an action that needs to be analyzed. And then it thinks about some consequences. One of the murderers is dead. Dead people are no longer capable of committing crimes, including murder. They are victims. So it labels the dead murderer as a victim. And based on that assumption, it comes up with the answer. It calculates the final number. Then it verifies its own answer. And then it's going to formulate the final answer in a clear way. And based on the assumption that a dead person is a victim, the answer is correct. And I guess if we add a little more specific information, like consider dead murderers still to be a murderer, we should get a different answer. But let's see. And yes, indeed, it goes through all the analysis. And after all the reasoning, it got the right answer. There are still 4 murderers in the room. I think this kind of self-reflective agent is very impressive and a great help to solve everyday problems. But of course, you need to make sure that you use a very specific kind of task. And that is how you create a self-reflective agent using the fastest and newest AI model right now. And you can do it within a minute or 2.